Hello and welcome to Shaarma's Shenanigans episode 5 of Kerbal Space Program. Today you join me on what appears to be a very dangerous mission. Jebediah is the astronaut today, and I am going to be launching a mission to the moon. So, if we set launch, this is a very basic ship that I've managed to create, and it has a pretty standard launch routine, and it's got enough to get to both the Moon and Midwest, but not in one trip. So I'll be doing 2 missions, one to the Moon and one to Midwest. So yeah, it's been a while since I did my last recording, and since then version 2.3 of Kerbal Space Program has been officially released. So this is now in the updated game. So of course all the science works completely differently this time, so I'm going to have to get my head around that. But regardless of what we're doing here today, just ditching these solid rocket boosters. Yeah, regardless of what we're doing here today, I'm going to be returning the capsule with all the science home to get as much science as possible from this mission. So we're about 5k up in the air, and everything is going quite smoothly. But yeah, there's not much to talk about. In the grand scheme of things, I have got a new headset, which was the main cause for the delay in between this episode and the previous one. You're not going to see this work because of the way that I've uploaded it, but it's been about a month since I recorded the previous, well, no, not a month, a couple of weeks since I recorded the last session of videos. Yeah, that. Oops. We got to ditch that stage. But yeah, as you can see, we've got a nice orbit going on. Well, not orbit yet, but a nice launch going on. Casually watching our periapsis rise. Just a case of keeping on going, keeping on and trucking. Got a bit of rotation going on. Nothing too serious, but you know. Not a great deal to talk about really. I have, there we go, that's how the ditching stages should be like. You need to keep paying attention to these things. But yeah, I'm basically going to do a repeat of this mission but to min-mass instead. Probably not in this video, in the next one, because that'll be the easiest way to do it. But yeah, in worst case scenarios I will just cut things out if they're a bit boring and whatnot. But I like being able to talk and narrate over these sections. Okay, so that is a perfect orbit height. Just gonna raise it up until about 80k and then cut off the motors. Making myself the usual maneuver node to get myself in a fully circular orbit, like so. And then we can set the Mun as our target. Just get myself into the perfect position ready for our burn to get into an orbit. And I think I'm going to start burning up now. Well, not burning up, but throttling up now. I do like the design for this ship because it's got plenty of fuel, and it's enough fuel to land on either the Mon or Minmus and then get back to Kerbal. So I think that's perfect, like pretty nice. In the previous episode I did unlock a fair bit of science. Well, between then and the previous episode I have unlocked a fair bit of science, but I can't remember what pieces I unlocked. I think it was probably just some solar panels and stuff like that. Oh, and docking ports, because one of the big projects that I want to do after I've unlocked all the science from the Mon and Minmus is to create a nice orbiting space station at about 200 kilometers orbit height. Oh shoot. Bit slow on the ditching of that stage again, which means that fuel efficiency isn't perfect. But this rocket has millions of fuel, so it's fine. Notice that we're dipping down a bit. Whoops. But our apoapsis, well, periapsis is almost out the planet now, I think. Potentially. Slowly, there we go, out of the planet, and we just need to get it to about 70. And done. Used a bit more fuel than I would have liked, but hey ho, what can you do? Right, now I need to work out the perfect point in order to get to the moon. There we go. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. I want to try and get in front of it, like that, because I think that would do. Let's restart that, because I think I messed up that maneuver node a little bit. I'm just trying to get the perfect node here. Actually, that will do. Yes. So I'm just going to line myself up because the burn's going to be in about 3 minutes time. Like so. Apparently it's going to take 1 minute, so I'm going to burn in about 2. Like so. Throttle up. And watch our apoapsis rise. It's only about 800 kilometers per second burn, so we've got plenty of fuel for that. We can use the rest of this stage to decelerate and ditch ourselves, because I want to ideally land on the light side of the planet, well, the moon, so it's nice and sunny for us, and we can actually see what we're doing. As a side note, I'm going to expand the solar panels so that we do have some power returning to us when we don't have the throttles going. Just casually returning back to the map view. And let's see how things are going. So we're getting a fair old way there now. Just got my finger covered on the cut throttle. And oh, have we run out of fuel for this stage? Oh, buggery. So we have. That is not ideal. Fortunately, we did only need to use a little bit of fuel from this stage to get ourselves an encounter with the moon. Now it's just a case of speeding up time. I'm just quickly going to nip to the space center so that I can track the actual ship instead of Kerbal. I always have an issue with that, no idea why. So yes, let's speed up time. And we're going to get our encounter in a matter of seconds. There we go. Let's get ourselves into the correct position. Like so. And now we can speed up time. This is a 300 meter burn, but then we can go straight down onto the planet. So I may just throttle up a little bit to raise our periapsis from inside the planet because I cut it a little bit too close. That's 12k, that's not too bad, so I can get rid of that node and add one here and basically bring us to a stop, which is there. Just keeping tab on things because I really don't want to balls it up now. There we go. I think this is now a suitable point to start doing our burn. To start moving us onto the surface of the planet. Or the moon. I know I keep on saying planet, but it's really not. I'm going to keep working. Get rid of that node because we don't really need it now. So yeah, we've got a lot of horizontal movement which I'd like to get rid of. Hopefully I don't use up my fuel because I would like to have some for getting out of this place. There we go, the retrograde node, or whatever it's called, is starting to cut out, so we do have the majority of the horizontal motion cut out, which is perfect. Which means we are now falling pretty much vertically, which is wonderful. I'm going to put out the landing legs like so, and speed up time a bit so that we are fairly close to the surface. It does look like we're going to be landing in a bit of a ditch, which is... Oop. Started rising back up again. Didn't want to do that. You're just going to hover about 20 meters per second now. Until I can start really like seeing my shadow. Okay, we are landing. There we go, there's my shadow. Just keep descending. Slowly keep on. Okay, we are actually landing on a fair bit of a slope there, which is never a good sign. But... ah, no! Rolled it! And... nope. Rolled it again. And nailed it! Bit of a roly-poly, but we have successfully landed. So let's do all the science. Keep that data. Observe the mystery goo. Keep that data. Jeb, you're going to do some science on the surface. So you can do your EVA report. Let go. And get yourself a surface sample. Take surface sample. Yes, please. Do another. Nope. And now you can plant your flag to commemorate this perfect occasion of the 10 out of 10 best landing. Moon landing number 1. Slopes are wonderful for rolling down. Let's see if I can do some repairs and get our come on, you can get up there. You can get up there, Jeff. I know you can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Can you repair that? Nope. Damn it, Jeb. Grab onto that spaceship. Why won't you grab onto it? There we go. Well, we've done pretty much all we can do here. We've still got one science capsule left. And I think it's time for Jeb to return home. So, we are currently on the bottom of the moon. Trying to think of what's the best way to get into orbit from here. Let's tuck away those legs. And I'm going to do the other science module. Voila! We should. I cut here and thrust into some kind of crazy orbit like that. Once we're at our apoapsis, we can then start heading home. Got plenty of fuel left because I've got another stage once these guys are ditched. So, speed up until we're at our apoapsis. Like so, and throttle up. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mon. You served us well. Hopefully the science will be just as useful. Check the resources and cut the throttle because we are now heading into orbit. And we've still got a little bit left, which means that we can edit our orbit once we're in space. So, and of course, when we do it at our apoapsis, it takes a lot less fuel because we're going at a very slow speed. So I'm just getting myself into position. Fortunately, I overloaded this thing with batteries, so losing the solar panels wasn't a huge issue for us. Although I don't know why I overloaded it with batteries because we do not have any kind of communications device. Regardless. It's just a waiting game now. I mean, I could theoretically do it up here. It's just a bit more fuel. Let's do it up here. Makes life easier. It makes it faster for you guys too. So let's rotate our ship around and throttle up. And our periapsis is slowly coming in. And we've run out of fuel. So let's stage, and our periapsis is very slowly coming in, and that is getting us to the planet. So I'm gonna keep on the periapsis here, get rid of this node, and start speeding up time. And what's nice is I think we are well, probably not, but you know, if I do that and burn a bit more, we can theoretically get onto the be landing on the light side of the planet, which is always nice. Of course, this rocket barely has any kick to it, so probably not going to be doing much, but hey ho. I wonder if we aim it just right, could we theoretically land back at the Space Center? I've never done it before, but you know, always worth a try for science. And it also helps us get rid of the fuel that we have excess, because we can ditch that stage, but you know, may as well make every little penny's worth. And we are almost there. Apparently. Get rid of that node. Let's switch to the target here and see what's happening down at KSP, or just outside the base. Nothing much. Switch to, because I couldn't remember what was at that landing site in the grand scheme of things. Oh dear. Yep, we've missed it because of the rotation of the planet. Oops. Switch off map view. And get rid of it. We don't even need to. I can just separate like that. And the next stage I can activate when we're a bit lower down. Because of course, as I've said many times, I'm not playing Deadly Re-entry because I suck far too much at that. I'm just playing good old vanilla. So we're at 300k, 200k, 100k, and it looks like we're going to be landing in the desert, which means I can get another sample from there, which is nice. And we are now out of orbit height, and we're going to be doing some extreme aero braking soon. I'm going to launch the parachutes at 30k. Well, launch them a bit higher, but you know, whatevs. And we're extremely slowing down now. Nice mark effects there. And yeah. This is going to be a successful landing and a successful mission, despite, you know, breaking the solar panels, but they weren't needed. Turn off the SAS, don't need it. I have plenty of electronic charge left over, and plenty of monopropellant. Well, all the monopropellant because we didn't actually use any. It's just a case of touching down. You know, we're still going fairly fast, but the parachutes will cut out all of that speed when we get 500 meters from the surface. Like so. So I'm just gonna time warp that speed up. Because this is all going to be fairly boring for you guys. You've seen it all before. And travelling down at 5 meters per second for 500 meters is going to be 100 seconds of boring time that nobody particularly wants to watch through. Oh, we're almost at the surface. I think. Well, the shadow's right on top of us. Yakety splat. Oh, nailed it. Just gonna do the smart thing here. Oh, EVA. Let go. Plant flag. Here marks a crash site of Jeb's Moon landing. Take a surface sample and do an EVA report, because every little science helps. Can you get back inside the ship now? There we go. And everything is done. Okay, that was the mountains, not the desert, but hey ho, close enough. Let's go back to the Space Center and redeem all that science. $355.4 science earned on this mission. Excellent work, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you next time for episode 6 of Kerbal Space Program.